Hello, this is KV Fabian speaking to you from the Rose Room, which is the studio part of the Valuable Gallery. I am going to be dealing today with you on Friday. My Friday's subject featuring news of industry experts. So I've been doing a lot of reading, as I usually am. I am a artist and an aspiring millionaire. First of all, I've been going on my iPod Touch, and I found a lot of things to do as I'm framing my frames. I'm just in the middle of a new exhibition called The Magic Space, starting for the holiday season. So I've got five podcasts which seem to be very good for me. One is called Small Business with Steve Strauss. Another one is called The New Business Podcast with Chris Ducker. Chris Ducker, and a third one is called Small Business Big Money, and finally WSJ, the Wall Street Journal podcast. So I've been doing a lot of listening, that's for sure. I'll start off with talking a little bit about my podcasts. First of all, you've got to get to Chris Ducker. It's Chris Ducker. He's from a family of duckers, which raise ducks in England, and that's why it's Chris Ducker. I don't know. You could go to his blog at www.chrisducker.com. Some people have suggested this is a man is such a gifted salesman that he has sold several heels the Brooklyn Bridge. Now, in contemporary time, and this is just what I heard. He says that one of the most important things you have to get on a blog is a video. So that's why I'm doing this. Also, your website is a video. Also on a website, it's good to do blogging. So I'm doing my blogging verbally now. I'm having such a good time with my iPhone Touch and dictating rather than writing. So this is the video. This is the result of Chris Ducker's and his guests talk about making video. Okay. I was speaking. There was an interview on Small Business, Big Money, I believe, with a woman named Mary Smith, who finally got it through to me what ROI means. Return on investment. That means you have to watch, you have to gauge how much time you do something and see what it gives you back. If you're working 2 hours on Facebook for a week and for a year and you're not getting any money back, it's time to calm it down. Also, she said, she gave me some tips of what to do, how to drive people back to your site. She said, for example, you could offer good promotions. She had one. Tell 10 friends to visit my site and become a friend on Facebook, and you will get a 2-for-1 gift certificate. I also got some good sites to go to. One is called very clear, very concise site called theselfemployed.com. I listened to also someone called John Scully at johnscully.com. He was talking about, he was right at the beginning of the movement with Apple, and Apple was the first people who really, he said, he put it all together that now is not the time to talk in computers about technical advice. It's mostly to work with the customer. I, for one, I'm still waiting for my first million. So that makes logical sense to me. The technical, I could wait for later. Right now, you tell me how to make my money. So far, no good luck. But you could go to marysmith.com for more information about this woman who's a very clear talker. Also, I had WSJ.com. In the United States, the Wall Street Journal. They have excellent tips. If you want to go to the person who I was speaking to, who was listening to, was Gordon Deal. His Twitter handle is that's the A with the circle, Gordon Deal, @Gordon Deal. I also been doing some webinars. Thank God I got it fixed that I could listen to them, because when I first got on, I was so proud of attending my first webinar. It didn't work on the machine. So I'm going to give you 2 webinars that are really good. They were done in the past, but I got a recording, and maybe you'll be lucky enough to get a recording even if you're registering late. There was one really good one with Hootsuite and Microsoft. It was called Grow Your Business with Hoover and Microsoft, with Hootsuite and Microsoft, and it was by Robert Kofty and Don Barron. You can get the Twiddle Hatter at Don J. Barron for him. And there was a really great one, let me get on the machine to show you, by Hootsuite and Twitter. Hootsuite and Twitter. This was really good. 5 tips to get the most of your holiday sales using social. Really good tips. Really good tips. Maybe you could contact Twitter or Hootsuite for a copy. But 5 tips, they were good tips. Good tips. So that's what I have this week of what I've been doing. I'll keep you posted. Maybe you could get to make your first million too. Huh? That would be good. I mean, there's more than 1 million and there's good enough to share. This is Kay V. Fabian speaking to you from her gallery called the Value Gallery. I am an artist and a gallery owner and an aspiring millionaire. Speak to you next week. Have a good day.